Go ahead.
Post it on the Moon Studios. I'm slow because I hear the echo.
That's what I'm saying. Is it bothering you?
No, I just didn't
You want to take
expect
the
it.
headphones off?
No, no, no. I'm okay. I just didn't expect it.
Okay.
Are you just laughing at me? Because it's making me talk
Everything.
like this.
The glasses on the nose. The whole thing.
What's the matter for you? Post it on the Moon Studios presents. Can you hear? Are you going to do that? No?
No.
You usually say that part.
No, I don't.
Post it on the Moon Studios presents. Can you hear me now?
What's up, congregation? It's your favorite auntie. They say Auntie Mimi. And I'm the big shit talker.
Oh.
What's up, Prince?
Oh, that's good. How you doing?
We did the intro all wrong. Let's
no,
start
you
there.
did it wrong. Okay.
And I'm Auntie Mimi, the big shit talker.
And I'm Prince Ali. Hammer is me.
And we are
Can you hear me now?
the podcast. As y'all can see and hear, we're a little lit. Some of us a lot lit than another. How you feeling?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm okay. I feel better. I feel like every day gets a little bit better with adjusting to motherhood, learning how to be myself as a mom. You know, mom first, freak hoe immediately after. Again, now trying
Adina Howard.
to balance it all. Yes, you like it.
I love it.
Are you laughing?
I love it.
You do.
I do.
Okay, as long as you like it. But yeah, just dealing with it all. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get my emotions and hormones intact and going back to work and not trying not to take things so personal, because when you're a new mom, like, everybody has an opinion, right? Everybody has like, oh, well, you should do this, let that baby cry, and don't pick her up, and everybody has their 2 cents.
Yeah.
That I didn't ask for. And not to say that I don't want any help, but you have to take this off. Not to say I don't want any help or want anybody's opinion, but it's like, I feel like it's a way to deliver. You know what I'm saying? So,
What delivery do you hate?
I just hate when people are just act like they just were, like they know everything as a parent, as a mom, and they did everything right. It's like, no, you neglected your kids. We know.
We know.
And we know they were neglected. Like, my baby's 2 months. Like, why are you telling me let my baby cry?
But they had to work.
Yeah.
They had to work.
Neglect.
That baby got to learn to sit by herself.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because I ain't going to be here.
Not at 2 months. Maybe 6.
If not now, then when?
It's fucked up. See, I just know that, like, you have to be in we're never prepared, right? So we always hear, like, you're never prepared to be a mom. Like, no matter how mature you think you are, how much you think you have your life together, like, you're never prepared. And that is such a true statement. Not that I thought I was prepared, because she was a surprise, but I thought I was more prepared than I would have been a couple years ago. But mentally, like, you're never prepared, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what it looks like. You don't know what it feels like. It's brand fucking spanking new. And then now you have this whole life incorporated into your life. and you're trying to realign your life and relearn yourself. So yeah, it's been a fucking journey. But guess what? Like, I'm coming out of this shit triumphant, you know what I'm saying?
I see it.
And, we're going to look back on moments like these and be like, remember what's going through it. And maybe I can help the next person. Maybe I can help the next mom that feels like she don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I see why. What was her name? Amora Lex, that dropped her kids off at CPS. Why is that funny?
Because you do not see why. You do not see why.
I can see. I wouldn't do it, but I can see how when somebody is not like
that lady had 4 kids.
5.
5 kids. And she said none of the daddies was helping.
Bitch, how you make the mistake 5 times?
She had to make sure it was a mistake.
How do you do the same shit 5 times? That's a mental health. That's another thing. Like, I just feel like we're not like, motherfuckers don't be okay upstairs, right? And then you just have all these kids, and then you have them probably back to back to back. You're not, my bad, allowing yourself to properly heal from these pregnancies on top of postpartum that nobody's fucking talking about.
Yeah.
And then you repeating fucking cycles and patterns, and then you drop these fucking kids off talking about you want to be able to go to school and work your jobs. Like, bitch, what? And then you're doing you're on a fucking media tour.
But what if it is just that? Well, she's free now.
And then you posted, this bitch posted talking about we outside shaking ass tonight or what? Immediately on Facebook, like, bitch, what?
That was just a ha-ha.
You dropped them.
Well, I mean, again,
you dropped them cheering off.
Lie. She was honest about it.
That's fucked up. Imagine the trauma.
But imagine the trauma of staying with a mother who resents you. Imagine that trauma of growing up with that, as opposed to the possibility, at least, of somebody who really wants that mother or that child.
I see you want to see the good in this. I really see that.
No, because that's also a real thing. You just said a second ago all the offerings of advice, but you neglected your children. So as opposed to that being the outcome or worse, because what if mama want the type of boyfriend that's going to burn somebody with some cigarette butts?
I see where you're coming from on that. And what if, people kill themselves, murder, suicide? What if she would have killed them kids? I see that. But
keep them kids. You had them, now keep them. And what if she also comes, which I don't think has been discussed, or I haven't heard being discussed, but what if she comes from a religion that would shun her for abortion, and so she kept the kids, or for contraception of any sort?
Listen, after number 2, you need a contraceptive. Tie them tubes. If you're not stable, you're not ready. That's, I don't know. Maybe that's just a little bit too black and white. But to have 5 children, drop them off at CPS, knowing what could happen.
But what if she also, again, knows what could happen if she kept
That's
him?
true.
Because she also said that she reached out to family members as best she could and asked them.
Listen, to each their own, but we all know the system is fucked up, especially for black kids, and to put them in the system.
But there's always the possibility. Like, I'm not saying that's not the case, but there's always a possibility.
It could be hopefully a better situation for the children. However, even still, imagine the trauma. Like you live with your mama, and your mama just gave you up. Now you're imposing trauma on them kids. That's fucked up. I was just with my mom yesterday. Now I'm in CPS. Now I'm in foster care. Now we split up. It's fucked up. Now you want to be outside on the fucking media tour talking about you a rapper. Bitch. I want to fight her. I want to fight her.
I love a baby mama rapper. I love it.
Now you're a rapper.
Just let her be. She was honest. She didn't try and take the sucker way out. She tried it.
She did.
No, she didn't.
What do you call it?
I call that protecting your mental health, if that's what's happening. Because what's going to happen? You going to be driven crazy with them 5 kids and be responsible for all 5 of them?
You fucked for them kids.
Absolutely. But now you're crazy. Now you're, in a very literal sense, now you're crazy. Even
you knew you was crazy after number 3.
And we're at number 5, and you're crazy. And you're responsible for 5 kids. Crazy. Who wants that? Who says that's the better option as opposed to, again, the possibility? Because you don't know. Somebody, one of the aunties on the dad's side might actually be working to reach out and don't know how, or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what the possibilities may be? Now, they might get the people that, want to do weird things. But they also might get the people that are just trying to find a child to help. What's the other option? What suggests you?
I love the optimism.
What suggests you?
For me?
No, what do you suggest for her?
I would have suggested keeping them children.
And what past keeping them? Like, what would the
keeping
suggestion?
them and figuring out how to better provide for them mentally, financially, emotionally, because that is your fucking job now. You brought them kids in this world and you need to be responsible for those children. You have to be a strong, unfortunately, that's just what it is. Like, even for me, like, I don't want to be strong some motherfucking days, but I have to because I have this life dependent on me and she didn't ask to fucking be here.
Yeah, but what if her capacity, what if that's what she's been telling herself? Because I don't know, how old was the oldest one?
I don't know how old they were.
What if it turns out to be, and what if they're rotten kids? And I'm not putting that on nobody.
They was rotten.
What if they're rotten kids?
Oh, they were rotten kids.
Even worsening the situation. Who knows? You know? Did you see the parents I forgot where they were, but the family that one of the kids escaped? This was like a few years ago.
Why are they in this situation where they have to escape?
They were shackled.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like they escaped. One of the there was like maybe 5 or 6 if I remember correct. But one of them escaped and took a phone, had a plan,
they were little black kids, huh?
No, they were white kids. They were white kids. I think that did happen with the black family too. But no, the one I'm talking about.
I feel like I saw something and I regret like not saying anything, but I was in the store a couple years ago and I saw like a black man with like a little black girl. And it was just the strangest thing. And it was just like, how somebody, you could just tell like the vibe is just off, like they looking down, like they can't look anybody in the eye. And like, I think about that all the time. Like, what the fuck was that?
It was just a man with a little girl.
No, like what the fuck? That's the motherfuckers that become.
Like, did he have her under his coat?
No, it was like I just remember like him putting his like PIN number in the thing, like paying for their stuff, and like she's just like standing there like looking down and like hunched over. And I was
what if
like,
it was like it could have been, and there's so many different things. Because what if it was like his granddaughter or his niece?
No.
What if it was his step-niece?
Like the vibes.
What if his brother, his white brother, married a black woman?
But like you could tell, like something's wrong.
Or married a white woman who had a kid with a black man.
Like what kid is standing there hunched over? Like kids.
A shy kid. Kids are shy. Every kid is not a happy-go-lucky. Again, it might have been a mean household. I'm sorry.
Prince.
She was stolen. If you know who this little girl is, please.
That's how I felt.
I believe you.
I felt like she was being trafficked.
Yeah.
And I could have stopped it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Anywho, footage of Diddy bopping Cassie upside the head has surfaced.
Was she tied up in that blanket in that one video? Or was she just under the blanket?
Please, Lord, don't let that baby have been tied up.
What if she was tied up? And I don't know how to look at it. I just keep seeing it pop back
Wasn't she
up.
just like in fetal position?
Oh, maybe.
What nigga pull out their phone and be like, look at this. He was about to say something. I don't know if he
cut it off.
Yeah, he kind of like cut it off. He was like, well, let's go on the beach and, look. Like, what nigga pull their phone? Like, why are you in a fetal position?
Him saying it, like, trying to make it like...
Trying to make light of it.
No, trying to make it like, no, let's go have fun. You're being sad for weird reasons. I don't know why you're sad. Let's go have fun. We're on vacation.
Fucking boogeyman.
Isn't that weird?
He's a boogeyman.
Did you see how he runs?
Like a woman. Flat-footed. Ew. And his naked body with the towel. Like, ugh.
Yeah. That.
Oh, that was so hard to watch, but I watched it like 5 times.
I watched it a lot of times.
What was your takeaway?
It was sad. What do you mean? It upset me really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It did really bad.
He kicked her.
I felt like she just like sat there like that. Like, I don't think she was passed out or anything. I think she just sat there because she knew like, just don't fight back. It'll make it worse kind of thing.
I really hate that for her. But I love that it's coming out now. Should have been way back when, but better late than never.
Yeah.
Kind of situation. But
they probably signed an NDR when she got her settlement. She probably had to sign an NDR, which is why it didn't come out. Well, why she also hasn't commented on it.
Word on the curb is that he paid the hotel $50K for the video, and when they raided his house, that's when they found the video, and the feds released the video.
Well, yeah, I believe that, but again, she probably signed an NDR when she got her
NDR NDA.
NDA. Sorry. Sorry.
What's it?
NDA.
No, I thought I was dumb.
I don't know.
What's the NDA? No,
I don't know.
The NDR kind of made sense.
Agreement. Sorry. NDA.
No, I thought I didn't know.
What was the RB?
I don't know.
Why did it make sense?
You just sound like you knew what you were saying.
Aside from the R, I did. No, I think she probably signed an NDA with her settlement, so she just hasn't had anything to say.
She can't.
She can't. But her lawyer did.
Such a pretty girl. And I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired of being your artificial girl.
That wasn't her lane. And
Singing?
He knew that. Yeah, that wasn't her lane.
She's like Sierra to you now.
Yeah.
Like she's like, you put her in the same category. Like,
yeah. That was like Sierra had the lane for a little while. Like she had the music lane for a little while to me. But Cassie was like, she's the pretty girl. And he knew that. Which is why he lured her in. He jangled the carrot of fame. And he made her famous, but not for what she wanted to be famous for. He made her famous for being his girlfriend.
Weren't they at the Met Gala together?
Yeah.
I think that was like the last time they appeared together. We didn't do a movie clip of the week.
Go ahead.
Do you want to do it?
Sure.
I'm going to try to do it off the dome. I may fuck it up a little bit. Who's this? Bernard. The Bernard. Homewrecker.
Sausages. 1-1. Peaches, you better come get this Rottweiler.
Miss Peaches. Oh, you knew off the top.
Yeah, you picked a good black movie.
Low Down, Dirty Shame. Okay. What's your favorite scene from that movie?
um, the one when he woke up, sausages, one.
Um,
That and when she, when Jada came out after she bought the
mm,
red
mm, mm,
outfit.
mm, 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 mm. This is from me. This is from me. From me. With an I, not an E. Chad. Chad from As a Heart Turns. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, baby, the one and only.
Good one.
That's like one of my favorite movies. That's like my top 5. If I just want to put a movie on and go to night.
Yeah. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It is.
So what would you say right now are your top 5? Top 3, let's say top
movies
3.
of all time.
No, to go to sleep to. You just need to pop something in and
Low
go to
Down
sleep.
Dirty Shame. Waiting to Exhale. And Brown Sugar.
A lot of people like that movie. It just didn't stick with me. Okay.
I like it.
All right.
Once you fall in love with hip hop. What are yours?
Top 3, Waiting to Exhale. You know why I like Waiting to Exhale?
Mm-hmm.
To go to sleep to?
Why?
It, for whatever reason, puts me, like, as soon as it starts, it puts me to sleep. Like, it's, like, and I love the movie, but there's nothing that makes it, like, exciting to, like...
Stay up to?
No, just to, like, intrigue you from the beginning. There's nothing that's, like, from the beginning to draw you in. There's no loud booms. There's no super funny scene that you want to make sure you see so you can sniggle out. Yeah, like, well, that's way later in the
Remember
movie.
the previews? Yeah. I remember, like, that being in the previews. Like, girl.
It was just her face, though. They wouldn't show, like, him on top. They barely showed that in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Waiting to Exhale, Mrs. Doubtfire. That's A1. A1. That one I do pay attention to, but it's like I go to sleep and then I'll like kind of wake up just a little bit, just enough to hear like something funny, and then I'll go back to sleep. Like I like that one.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Yeah. Did you like Flubber?
I don't think I've ever watched Flubber.
I don't think I ever watched Flubber all the way.
Flubber.
But what other movies do you know him for?
I was gonna say Forrest Gump, but that's not him, right?
No. It's Tom Hanks.
That's.
But yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
And then what was the last one? What's the last one? What's Love Got to Do with It? Might be that. You know what else is a good one? Honorary mention. White Chicks.
Really? I don't think I've ever watched White Chicks all the way through.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's another one I could kind of quote back to front.
Perhaps a steak. I mean, perhaps a salad.
Perhaps the lady.
Perhaps not. You know,
Where
this
did
is
the
an
sun
all
go?
white party.
Somebody come and get this jigaboo.
Jay-Z.
Where's Latrell? That's a good movie.
It is.
That's
but
a really good movie.
I have to watch it.
What would your honorary mention be?
The Devil Wears Prada.
That, it's not currently, but it's been in and out, rotated in and out of my top 3 to go to sleep to quite a few times. It's rotated in and out.
Love Meryl Streep in that movie, baby. I love her.
Like, how is that not really her?
It was just ice.
What's your favorite 80s movie?
First
Do you
of
watch
all,
any?
I was born.
I'm not.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a movie. You watch it over, like they play them over again.
Favorite 80s movie?
Nothing? Or let's say early 90s movie. Like favorite, whatever, just like old movie. Whatever you consider
Pretty Woman.
old. Really?
Mm-hmm.
When is that? That's 80s,
Like
right?
92, 93, 94.
Oh. You play it.
Mm-hmm.
It shows the date. Like when you watch it digitally, it shows the date
Yeah, I
that
think
it was
it's like
released.
90,
yeah. Okay.
90 something.
Then I believe you. Uh, Death Becomes Her.
I remember watching that a lot growing up.
I didn't watch that at all. I was an adult before I saw that movie. Like I knew it existed, but like before I watched it, and that became like like I obsessed with
Really?
certain things. I'm the type of person that when I like a song, I hear a new song that I like.
You gonna play it out?
Like I'll just go ahead and hit. Like I didn't used to do it, but now I just know myself, and it's like I might as well just hit the repeat button. I just want to listen to it over and
I
over.
feel that. I'm that. It's a comfort thing.
Yeah.
I think I read that people with anxiety like to listen and watch the same things over and over again because it's predictable, right? We know what's gonna happen.
I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, it's really
I
comfortable.
know that's why I do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm notorious for I'll watch and listen to the same shit over and over again. I don't like new shit, makes me cringe.
Like I'll start it over after once I am done with loving the first verse, I'll start it over and then let it go through the second verse. And once I'm through loving that, then I'll just let the song play through. Like if I like a new song, it takes a long time before I actually get to the end of the song. Same thing with movies. Yeah.
Speaking of songs, I'm pretty than a motherfucker. Is that bitch okay? She said she does with me. I don't ever know the words.
What's your favorite Tony Braxton
song? My favorite Tony Braxton song is "Making Me High." I just discovered that song. I just discovered what she's saying in that song, and Tony Braxton is nasty.
I remember watching their show. This was like probably I don't remember, but it was probably like the first or second, maybe third season of the Braxton show. And she was doing a signing. Tony was doing a signing. Tony, like I know her. She was doing a signing. Like it might have been a booker. I don't know. But she was like doing an in-person signing. And the girl was saying like, I got in trouble because I was in such and such grade, and I wrote down all the lyrics to that song, and my dad found them. And now
making me high.
Yeah,
it's so nasty.
Yeah,
I want to perform that in karaoke. We have to go to karaoke one time.
Okay,
that's why I want.
We went to karaoke.
Me?
You? We went to trap karaoke.
Oh, I mean like real karaoke.
That is real.
Like real, like where we have microphones. Even though that was a good time.
You could have had the microphone.
No.
Wow.
I'm shy.
So what do you want to do karaoke
in front of like a group of like my non-existent friends?
Yeah. Okay.
And you. Maybe I'll just perform for you. We'll just perform for each other. What's your Tony song?
I don't know. I love Tony, so
I love how Tamar is like really like Tony's biggest fan, and like she can really impersonate her big sister. Like I love that. Like I wanted a big sister. I have sisters, but I love like when big sisters are like the big sister that the little sister like looks up to.
Yeah.
Like I really, really love to see that. I love to see that so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's great.
I love it. But you don't have a top Tony song?
Yeah, no.
At all?
It rotates. Again, out. Like, it's like, you know how you find a song that you know, but you haven't heard in a long time? And then you want to listen to that, you know?
Breathe Again. That's what it is.
Whom do you think I am? My niece. Yeah, all those.
Tony is so iconic. I'm going to be Tony Braxton for Halloween this year. Yeah.
I read that, you know how old memes randomly pop up, and one of the ones that maybe because I look at it for so long every time it pops up and it makes me laugh so hard. The one, it's not a meme, but like where Beyonce dressed as Tony Braxton and Kris Jenner thought it was her.
Kris Jenner what?
Thought she was dressing as her.
Oh, yeah. She didn't really think that.
Yeah, she did.
She can't.
I
She can't have thought that.
I believe she believed it was her. She was so honored.
Chris. Miss Jenner. Do you watch the Kardashians?
Not anymore. I used to faithfully.
Mm.
They moved to Hulu and everything went to shit.
You don't have Hulu?
I do, but
You don't watch it?
it's not the same.
Mm.
It's just not the same. Or maybe I just grew up.
Yeah, I can't really watch it. I tried to watch it, but I don't really watch it.
Like, see, I fell in love with that first wave of like reality, like trash TV, like Atlanta Housewives, because Housewives have been around, but it was Atlanta that brought the trash, the good viewing. You know, I fell in love with that wave of that and Jersey Shore and the Kardashians, like kind of all at once. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
So.
Yeah.
JT seemingly disses somebody on her single "Okay," and Sukihana takes it personal. And JT and Suki exchange tweets. JT went live to address the slander. Then Suki fired back with his diss track. Did you listen to Suki's diss track?
I didn't.
She
I didn't.
She a shitty girl in a shitty world. You can't say Suki is serious. Like,
I can't take any. I don't think any. I don't think it's real. I think it's planned. I think it's just something everybody's beefing right now.
I love it.
I think it's all planned.
You think so? You don't think it's real?
I don't think it's real.
She a city girl. She a shitty girl in a shitty world.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's funny as fuck, but like, Suki. Why would you think? Why would you think?
Think
she's
about who we're
you?
talking
Because you
Think about who we're talking about. Sukihana is probably one of the top 3 or 4
what?
trollers right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't take any of it serious. And I think JT is not the person that everybody thinks she is. I think she has just as big a sense of humor, and she's probably in on the joke. Or maybe she's not, but she knows it's a joke. Like
she's a joke.
Not even that. Just like, she got to be joking. All right, bitch. Here.
I mean, but Kaya was the one who said bitches can't crap no crab when they got veneers. She wasn't just. I feel like that's where JT took it from. So yeah, like I feel like Suki kind of took it and ran with it because yeah, you said your veneer fell out while you was eating crab, but I mean Kaya said bitches can't eat no crab.
Yeah.
That video lives rent free in my head with her cracking them up. I can't even crack crab. Bitch crack crab like that. Did you see the video of her cracking crab?
Where is Kaya? Is she sick?
She's on the internet.
Is she sick?
I don't think so. Why would she be sick?
Nobody cares about her anymore?
I love Kaya.
Oh. Okay.
My neck, my back, my.
Have you noticed that Krishan and Blueface have disappeared since January?
And I love it.
What is that about?
Krishan's been like popping up here and
It's
there,
her
like
baby.
on my For You page.
She's not ready. She don't want to discuss. Too many people are interested in what's going on with her baby, and she's not ready for all that.
Rightfully so.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's wrong, but that's what it is. Other than that, they be all over the place. Huh?
But when she does go live, like she just went live with her sister, her cousin or sister, with the baby, and yeah, it caused a whole nother stir of conversations about like the baby's like development and stuff. I'm like,
because he didn't blink.
And he didn't blink, and like, you know, I guess he's not holding his head, or it was a lot of stuff being said. You know?
I hope I'm wrong, because she seems like the type that because she's not ready to deal with it, she act like it's not there.
She's avoiding it.
Yeah, as
and
opposed
it can be like
to
early intervention,
doing what she got to do and just not telling nobody or just not talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she would probably be that type of person that just would try to avoid it or ignore it, which is fucked up from the baby standpoint.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just I'm not here to talk about nobody's child. But yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. But yeah. It's fucked up. I
Yeah.
see it. I run straight to the comments. I'm not gonna lie, to see what people are saying. But
I
like,
read comments more than I actually look at posts now.
yeah,
Like, I'll go to the comments before I'm finished watching a little snippet.
yeah, the video. Yeah,
Like, let me see
what people are saying.
because they're gonna tell me what's going on.
The comments be having me crying. Not on that,
I
but like,
love comments. I want to be a
the
comment.
The comments make everything that much more.
Because I need to make sure I'm not the only one. I just need to make sure, like, let me make sure somebody else said this already because
saw it. Or,
I can't be the only one.
I saw you in the comments.
Yeah, I don't be in the comments.
Somebody bumped the ends.
Why Black China didn't bump that girl ends?
I said, look at Fred in the comments.
Angela.
Bump the ends. You're funny.
Yeah.
You're funny in like a Michael Jackson way.
What?
Like not trying to be funny, but like just it's your personality. And you just funny.
Like when he was holding that camera in the mirror for 3 minutes.
Something's weird.
Just
Gonna be on my when he was at the wedding. When he was at the wedding.
Something's I forgot that used to be my favorite little meme. Something's weird here.
You showed me that. Was he flicking the lights?
Oh my goodness! He had a little Sony, like not even a camcorder. It was like a camera, but it was digital, so he could take a video with the little digital.
Oh, I love Michael Jackson so bad.
That poor man. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like he was funny without knowing he was funny. Like why was he looking like that at that people wedding? And who wedding was that?
Have you seen the latest meme floating around? There's more than one, but the latest thing about him floating around.
No.
Why about him wearing ghetto shirts?
No.
He had like I don't know if they're real. They might be not AI, but just fake. But he had like the bunny print shirt.
He did not. Mike did not. He probably did. He was funny. That's why I said the world has never been the same since Michael Jackson died. I'm so fucking serious.
Yeah, he was funny. I forgot about that.
So Brian McKnight disowning his kids. On April 13th, Brian McKnight published an Instagram post in which he said, in order to live life that you love, you have to get rid of evil and negative energy. Even if that evil and negativity is related to you, baby, I believe in that. I believe that.
Yeah.
After he shared that video, a user commented that McKnight disowned his eldest children, McKnight Jr. and Nico, whom he shares with Julie McKnight, and Brianna, who is from a previous relationship. And then everybody like kind of, well, not like Tyrese chimed in, Ricky Smiley chimed in, and like, I get it. I mean, we don't know what them kids that put him through.
Remind me what Ricky Smiley's standpoint was. I remember what Tyrese said, kind of, but what did Ricky Smiley say?
Ricky said that he's here to pretty much support the kids. You know, if they need something like they need anything, like he was like in the kids' favor.
Yeah, and Tyrese was basically telling us mind our business because we don't know what them kids be doing.
We don't know what them kids was doing.
Which I kind of just said 10 minutes ago. But no, this is a different aspect. Now, that lady ain't disowning and acting like her kids are the problem. This man is acting like the kids are. But
what if they are the problem?
But what is the problem that you have to... what is the problem from your children? Which I understand that they can be ungrateful, that you could have done XYZ, but if we're gonna talk about it, what it really sounds like is the problem with the baby mama, the ex-wife, and because of her, he hates the kids. And it might be a situation where the kids just automatically took her defense in the divorce or the split
because
or whatever.
They know what was really going on.
Whether they did or they didn't, it may just be a case where he feels like they took her side and now he hates them alongside of her because they're doing the same thing that she did or that pissed him off. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't imagine a scenario. I can imagine a million scenarios where you decide not to be part of your child's life, but I still love my child. I just can't be part of their life for whatever reason. I can imagine so many scenarios because they're this, because they treat me like this, because of XYZ. But I can't really figure out one that you go and call them evil and that you say out loud to anybody in any capacity, in any space, that they may or may not hear that they're a product of sin.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
I can't imagine outside of a mental break, which this clearly has to be.
I can because I firsthand deal with a parent who said some really, really hurtful shit. And thank God she don't know how to use Instagram.
But are you dealing with a parent that has said hurtful things in a situation where whatever, and I'm not saying making it okay to have, but in a situation where things were heated and they said something, but then stuff comes back down to regular? Or are you dealing with a parent that, no, stay the fuck away from me because you're a product of sin. Like I can't be part of your life because you're not because of you or what we've been through or what you've done or said to me, but because you just are disgusting and a product of sin.
I mean, I guess it would definitely be like out of anger or in the heat of the moment, but my situation is like, it don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But I just get
and that's why I say this is a case where I can't imagine a case where this is something that the kids have done that has taken him to that point. I can't imagine it.
But can we agree that like some people really don't fuck with their kids?
Yeah, and sometimes for good reason, sometimes not. But again, you hear like it's a reason. Like, he hasn't said, like,
what
they killed their grandma. Mm-hmm. Like, tell us something. Like, tell us something that they did to take it to this point, if that's the case. But if it's just a case of you found you had some sort of weird epiphany and have come to the conclusion that they don't deserve your love.
Which can be that can be his truth. And I know, like, I can say that because I know that from, like,
it's clearly his truth.
Firsthand, like, and not to, like, I wanted to talk about this because I personally deal with this on a daily fucking basis. I just dealt with, like, not to bring it back to me, but, like, I just dealt with, like, my mother telling me, like, I don't, like, randomly on some, hey, how you doing? I don't give a fuck if y'all come to my funeral. Something happened to me. Matter of fact, I'm laughing
because she was thinking about something.
Matter of fact, like,
something she remembered.
I'm trying to find somebody besides you and you to be in charge of my burial, because I don't fuck with none of y'all.
You know what that is? That's the type of thinking, and that's the kind of stuff you say when your light's finna get cut off tomorrow. And I'm not saying this, but your light's finna get cut off tomorrow, and you think about all the people that should be helping you. Those are the kind of calls that you make when you sitting with that kind of stuff.
But imagine the person on the other end, receiving end of that is just like, fuck everybody.
I've been the person on the other end of that call, so I get it. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, like, that's the heat of her moment. You wasn't part of the moment, but she
But
had a
that's
little
cool.
moment.
For me to be a parent now and like that's how you choose to handle your kids, grown or not, like that is crazy. And then to turn around and be like the next day, like, you know what? I was just going through it. I didn't mean it.
I think anybody that had a parent in the 1990s dealt with
Some bullshit like that.
you hungry after you just tore my skin off. You hungry?
That is listen.
And I'm not saying it's right, but
It is what it is.
what you gonna do? Go back and change time?
We just gotta deal with it.
I feel like everybody, all the parents that think they're doing so much better, and I feel like there's it's generationally getting softer. Like our parents is harsh and tough and everything as they were still softer than their parents to their kids, I think, or tried to be.
Yeah.
You know?
In some capacities.
So imagine just what their mental is. You know?
Yeah, it's fucked up. But like I didn't ask listen, I don't know. I just feel like, and nobody's perfect, and I know I'm not gonna be the perfect parent. I'm not the perfect parent now. But I just feel like be more intentional with the things that you choose to say to your children. Because words live on forever. I can't forget what you just said to me yesterday because you just asked me if I'm hungry and if I want to go out to eat.
Well, gentle parenting just started in the 2000s, so, you know.
I mean, we just found a label for it.
They missed that wave. We missed that wave.
I think I'm a gentle parent thus far.
I pray that you're a gentle parent.
This far. But I don't think I have a gentle child. I don't think it's gonna last. And that's fine. Like we're gonna find our judge.
You think she's gonna be the type to jump off the stairs?
Yeah.
Were you that type?
Mm-mm.
What type were you?
I was scared.
If everybody else was like your cousins were all jumping off the top of the stairs.
I wasn't jumping.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
But
I was going to act like I was all the way until the end. And then, all right, never mind.
That was fun.
Woo! And run down real fast.
Tricked ya. You look like that type. So, are we losing weight this year? Are we all on Zempic?
If you know, do you have a little bit?
I do not.
Oh.
So part of dealing with having a baby, you know, I went through it. I'm still processing it. I really like one day I was like really manic. So I make like manic decisions. Like even my having a BBL and having surgery was like, I guess you could say it was kind of manic, you know, like one day I just woke up like, fuck this. I'm going to go lay down on the table and I'm about to go have a BBL done.
Yeah.
I promise. And I just started
Same.
doing research and I booked my appointment and, you know, everybody was like, well, this is so sudden. It's like, I don't give a fuck, you know? So the other day I just kind of went through a similar scenario. I just started like putting in consultations like, fuck this baby fat. Like who has 6 months
and what
to lose this, you know? But I think I started dealing with like a small portion of like body dysmorphia. Like I know that my body is not what it used to be pre-baby, but it's not what it could be. Like I should be grateful, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm kind of like an instant gratification person. Like I need to see results today. Like if I did 10 crunches, like where's my 6-pack? Right now.
Not sit-ups, but crunches.
My crunches.
You did 6 crunches.
This is crunches. So I'm trying to like will myself back in and not like jump off the deep end and like go and lay down on the table again so soon. Give myself time, you know. Are you opposed to like weight loss?
No.
Like Ozempic or like laying down on the table?
I want Like, how do you shoot it? Like, what do you
I think you
do?
shoot it in like
Into the fat, right?
I think so.
Like straight to the fat? Like that's where you put the needle?
I don't know if it's straight way.
Like, is that where you direct it?
I don't know.
Because if so, yes, I want it.
I
A
don't
lot
know
of
if
it.
it's straight to the.
Not a lot, but I want just a little a tinge. This much.
But you know, like Ozempic face. Like
yeah, that's what I'm after.
And Ozempic butt is like a thing. Like
what is Ozempic butt? Like flat?
Like flat butt. Like you think you're losing. Like I'm just gonna lose my gut, and then you lose your butt,
and you get sucked in like a chicken.
And now you look, like a fucking
Ozempic-y.
cutting board. Nobody wants that. Listen, we're a little like I just feel like a little bit of thickness looks so good, and you just look so like people just look so happy and healthy when they just got
like,
extra 10 pounds on them when they like over 30.
I agree, but are they so the Ozempic butt? Are they is that where they're putting it? Like
no,
somewhere
so
around there?
I don't think it's what you're thinking. I think that you just shoot it into your blood. You just want it straight to the point.
Like the fat cells. Do I shoot it into the fat cells?
I think you shoot it into your bloodstream and then it like speeds everything up.
Oh, into a vein?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I thought it was like the diabetics, how they just do a prick.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was just like you grab the fat.
I don't think that if you put it in your thigh that you're gonna
like I know it's gonna spread through your body, but that's where it starts eating the most.
I don't think it works like that for me.
You have to do both thighs at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think that it's like. I don't think it's like.
Have you seen those
colonized like
have
that?
Have you seen those guys? Have you seen those guys that they get I haven't read a whole lot about it, but it's like some type of oil that they inject instead of like how in the United States they take athletes take steroids and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like as opposed to taking steroids, they just inject this oil, but it like gives them like it gives them like
muscles.
It's not muscle, it's just a growth. Like
ew.
But so they'll be like you would have to see it to understand what I'm explaining, but imagine a person. I
saw a video like that.
Like it's like a guy with a regular frame, but these big muscles, like, and they do it like it's just upper body. So imagine a guy that doesn't work out anything except like he goes really hard on his upper body, and it's not like defined. It's just like big pecs. Like you know how some guys can have pecs and they can have like muscular pecs, but some guys can have like
big pecs,
chi pecs. Like like fatty pecs, but it's still a pectoral. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine that.
Do you
but
have
like
pecs?
I don't. I have the birdiest chest you've ever seen. I'm a skinny person, so okay. If we're the Ozempic, like which it's not even fat. It's just like I don't know, but my friend told me that a lot of people are having problems with losing their upper stomach. It's not like the lower stomach. What is that?
I got a lower stomach issue because I had a little C-section, and I got fat. I gotta unbig my back now because I like I had my waist trainer on, and I had my sports bra on, and like that skin that hangs over I'm like, oh, like I have a big back now.
I saw waist trainers for your arms on Amazon. Is that a thing? I just don't know about it.
I just have big arms now, but I like my arms.
I'm not asking you because you need it. I'm asking you, is it like a thing in a world that I'm not part of?
I've never heard of waist trainer for your arms.
I saw it. They had like the individual ones, like a set of 2, or like the package with the waist train. Not a waist trainer.
Amazon sells
I'm calling it a waist trainer. What's it called?
A sweatband.
Yeah, there you go.
I believe it probably had a sweatband. Yeah, you said a waist trainer for your arms.
A waist trainer for your arms. It's a sweatband for your arms.
Oh, I used to sleep. So when I wanted to lose weight really bad, I would sleep in my
foil suit
sweatband. No, I never had one of those. I need one. I want to go running in one of those. But I slept in my sweatband for like 2 weeks.
Did it help? Did it do anything?
My waist. Yeah, but I mean,
without doing anything extra.
No, I definitely was working out. I have to work out.
Oh, but it helped on top of what you would have also normally saw.
Mm-hmm. Oh. But I don't like how Ozempic is having everybody look like Y'all look like y'all are on hard drugs. And I don't like that for y'all.
Not even a little bit.
And that's how you want to look.
Well, no, I don't want to look like I'm on hard drugs. Relax. Relax. I just I kind of like the chiseled look that everybody's getting. Like, I think some people are getting like jawline surgery and
I
like,
want that.
you know what I'm saying? All of that.
Because I have a
contouring, but that chiseled look is
fat
in.
face. But I don't want it too chiseled because then you start to look hardened and like you had a hard life with a hard face.
Yeah, that's not what they're going for.
I would hope not.
A hard knock life.
Not a hard face. You know what a hard face looks like?
What? Who? Who has a hard face? Name a person that we'll all know that has a hard face.
Who has a hard face that we all would know? I just know people from around the way, but let me name somebody I would know.
Name somebody from around the way. A harsh face. You know who has a harsh face and I think it's gorgeous? Tiana Taylor. She has a really tough face.
So beautiful.
She's gorgeous, but she has she's made it work for her. But she has a really hard face. Not harsh, but hard.
It's very androgynous.
Like
Strange. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I wouldn't even say her. You know who's made their face hard?
Who?
Serena Williams.
Do you I didn't mean to ask that. Do you think they had surgery or is it like I think this is just their
Serena
I don't
pumped
think
that
so.
Oil into her cheeks.
Now she may have some filler. No, she didn't pump the oil. She may have some fillers.
Them cheeks are hard.
She may have some fillers, but no, I don't know. I think they might. I think they're naturally. I know they're naturally statuesque. Look how tall they are. Look how they're just built in general.
I'm just talking about her face.
I know, but look how they've looked their entire lives.
She was beautiful before. That's what I'm saying. Like, body and face dysmorphia is a real fucking thing. Like, I don't want to fall into that rabbit hole. Yes, I may have another body surgery. Yes. I may suck some fat out. You know, I tried to get my fat sucked out my chin when I had my surgery, and my doctor refunded me my money back and was like, no, we're not gonna. I was like, look, I have a double chin. She's like, no, you don't. We're gonna give you back your money. Relax.
Yeah,
but I have a double chin. But we look at ourselves and
did you gain weight to get your surgery?
No, I was already fat.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you start kind of losing weight. You start being more interested in your
I was already fat before I had
athleticism.
Surgery.
So, but you started.
You mean after?
Yeah.
No.
You were less active?
Yes. It was an excuse. Like,
oh, that didn't make you want to go to the gym more?
Hell no. That's what's fucked up about it.
Yeah.
Like, you lay down, you have all this fat sucked out, you get your ass plumped up, you heal. They tell you to feed the fat. Feed the fat.
Yeah.
Eat food. I know I ate all the wrong shit, but it kind of it creates this mental thing where you're eating and damn, I'm not gaining weight in my stomach for like a good year, and then you still have the same eating habits, and then boom, you start getting fat.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. Just period. You're skinny, and then you start gaining weight, but you're still skinny, but you're gaining the right kind of weight, and then boom, it crosses over to. Now look at you. And
then you fall in love with, like, as soon as you get off the table and as soon as you're like healed a little bit, you fall in love with that statue. Like,
that's what I thought.
What that looks like.
Like, that's what I thought. So maybe it's just an Instagram thing, because that's what I thought makes all of these girls go to the gym afterwards and show it off. Yeah. Like I'm in love with this. Let me keep it going.
Yeah, you want to think that, but for me, it was a cop-out. It was an excuse. Like, I'm just going to eat what the fuck I want to eat.
I can see that, too.
And I did for a long time. Like, and I maintained the same weight. My ass just got bigger. And then when I got pregnant, it was like, where did my ass go? Mm-hmm. And then now I have to, like, reconfigure, like, how my body is. It's a fucked up cycle.
Mm-hmm. I can see it.
It's fucked up, and I want to fuck myself in the brain. Like, I don't want to feel this anymore. I just want to be okay. If I'm a little fat, like, I'm gonna be okay with it. I'm so serious.
I don't know if I want to be okay with it.
I want to be okay with being a little fat. You ever see somebody that's a little fat and it's confident?
Yeah.
I want to be that.
I'm like, that's a good thing, but I'm just saying, like, I'd rather say I want to be a little fat, but have the motivation and just go.
I want to be a little fat and be happy.
Because I don't have the motivation either. That's why I want the Ozempic.
I can't believe you want Ozempic.
No, I think I would chicken out at the last minute. Like, I'd probably get to the point.
You would shoot yourself up?
Like, smuggling it in from Mexico. Where does it come from?
You can get it here.
Oh.
It's not illegal. We're just using it for the wrong fucking reasons.
So how... The doctors are just weird? How's everybody getting it?
That's the question.
It has to come from Mexico.
It does not have to come from Mexico. I know someone who's a nurse who
took
it. She worked at a clinic that administers it here in town.
And she was smuggling it from the clinic?
No, she was just like, it's like a program they put you on. But she rationalized it. She's like, yeah, like, I think everybody should take it because these whatever inhibitors should be blocked. It's like, no, they fucking shouldn't. They should only be blocked if you are diabetic.
What is it? The fat inhibitors? They inhibit it?
They inhibit it.
Yeah.
But I heard they constipate you. So you'll take that exchange, you'll be constipated to be skinny.
Oh, no. That would give me the worst psychosis because I'm the type of person I feel like if I don't get it out, that's gonna that's how I'm getting skinny is getting it out. Like, I have to get it out. So yeah, that would be the deal breaker.
There you go.
Unfortunately, that's how I feel. So sorry, Ozempic. We almost had a thing.
That's there. I feel like that too. Cause you ever run into somebody that tells you like, I mean, if you ever have the conversation, like, yeah, I don't need to have a bowel movement like once a week. It's like, that's why you're big.
This is the craziest thing. And I say this when I say literally every aspect of my life, the two sides of my family couldn't be more different in more ways than anything possible. Even down to the point that, like, on one side has the most sensitive and, it made me go to the bathroom stomachs.
Mm-hmm.
The other side is like, always constipated. Like,
so where do you land?
I'm on, it doesn't matter. I can't empathize with the constipated side. Yeah, like, I can't empathize with that. Yeah.
I would lose my shit.
No, you keep it.
In the less literal way if I was constipated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to function in life. That's how, I'm
a fiber. I take a lot of, I'm into fiber, like taking my fiber.
I don't take a lot of fiber, but I'm actually like taking.
I won't say I take a lot, but I'm like, oh, fiber. Fiber. Oh, did you see where spinach. Barbara Streisand asked Melissa McCarthy if she was on Instagram?
No, but I heard about it.
It's not funny to you.
She asked her if she's on an Ozempic.
Publicly in the comment of a photo on her Easter photo.
Because everybody's on it.
You guys look great. Me. Are you on Ozempic? I think it's great that she has, but.
That's so funny. I was going to say something.
What?
I forgot what it was. But Pastor Keon told a member of his congregation, shush, in the name of the Lord. Or whatever the fuck he said.
Oh, he said, shush her. Shut her up.
He said, shut your mouth. No, I'm just kidding. What movie is that?
What's love got to do with it?
Shut your mouth. No.
Oh, no. Family Guy?
Oh, Step Brothers. Shut your mouth. Pastor Keon telling the church member or goer, hush or silence in the name of
She was
Jesus.
a member. She was in the choir. So they said she gets on the microphone and does this every week. I heard that at least somewhere or
I
read
heard
it.
that too. But what if she catches the spirit every week? And
What if? And even if, who are you to tell somebody to shut me up, whether you believe I'm in the spirit or not? And let me tell you something, Shawnee O'Neal. Why would you go up there and defend that man?
Because that's her man. She's gonna stick
why would you defend
him.
that? Why would you agree to go and sit next to him while he said that? You go and say that by yourself. Because no, you don't shut anybody up loudly.
In the name of Jesus.
While I'm in the spirit? No.
Like you said, whether you believe it or not.
And even if she was faking, because again, they say she does this.
But that's not for us to dictate.
Why do you keep, because what the statement is that she does this every weekend and she goes to the microphone that's hanging for the choir. Why do you keep allowing her up there if that's the case?
Because who are you to stop me from coming up
here? Because you don't know how to conduct. No,
because this is the house of the Lord.
I don't care. If you don't know how to conduct yourself, you don't know how to conduct yourself.
This is the Lord's. I pay my 10%, my tithes, and my offering.
You don't get to go on this stage and act a nut.
This is my mic. As far as I paid for this.
Again, if I don't believe that's the case, because if he's shushing her publicly like that, then I'm sure if it was a every week thing, he would have been pulled her to the side and said something and made sure. And even if they did say something and she still kept doing it, because I think that's what they said. Sorry.
I love that.
I think that's what they said.
Who are you?
But even if that was the case, then you stop her from going up.
How
there.
do you stop? You gonna block her from going up there?
I don't understand that question. Yes, you block her from going up there. The same way you would stop anybody else who was if somebody was trying to run on stage while he was up there, they would stop them. The same way they would stop that person,
That's
stop
crazy.
her from going on stage. No, you're not allowed up here to sing with the choir.
Who
if
are
you can't.
You to say that? This is the house. That's what I'm saying.
No. Now, let's be clear. I do agree that he's still the head of the church, and what he says is the case. Now, that part, that being said, again, that would have been handled. If it was an every week thing, it would have been handled behind scenes. And I understand, hey, we're in prayer. I'm not saying that she should not have been shushed. It's the shame part of it. It's the shaming. Why say it loudly on the mic and make sure you said it over and over again, as opposed to pulling the microphone away from your mouth and telling one of your people to pull her back from the mic. Make sure, get her away from the microphone.
It's a show. And he knew he was going to go viral. Let's be real. That's what I'm saying. Like, I grew up in
Martell Holt. Is he a Martell Holt?
I don't know who that is.
Sheree's ex-boyfriend?
Oh, he was a preacher. He was a pastor.
No, never mind. No, go ahead.
I grew up in a Baptist church, and I know. First of all, I dealt with on a every Sunday basis. This lady, she one day caught the spirit, and she would say, "Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah," loudly, and for a long time throughout our service. It became an every Sunday thing.
Yeah.
But who
was upsetting?
No, it was just like, oh, that's Eva say hallelujah again. Because who the fuck are we to who is the pastor to say you're faking, or like shut up or stop, like get off the mic?
When I say part of it I agree with is because it was in the middle of prayer, and again she was in a microphone. If she had just been in the crowd and we could hear her faintly in the background and he was still able to proceed, then do your thing. But no, get out of the mic screaming. That part I do agree with. Get out of the mic screaming. Go ahead and do your thing. You know, they used to pull you to the side and let you jump and shout. Like, not just in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get up and you do your thing. You end up where you end up, but they pull you to the side and let you finish. Okay, come on, baby.
What about the people that run around the church?
I love, I love them. I love them. I didn't grow up in that kind of church. Like my church was Baptist. Not. I think that's more. I just didn't grow up in that kind of church. You know what I mean? So it wasn't that intense, but I definitely grew up with the shouting from the crowd.
Now, do you like? Okay, this may sound fucked up coming out. Excuse my friend. Like, but do you believe in the black church? After,
do I believe in what?
Like, it's this holy.
I think the church
place.
is the church, and people turn it into what they turn it into. I think like people gather and have like services, but I think the church is supposed to be the church. I don't think there's a black church. I think black people make it way more intense than it really has to be. You know, I wasn't an adult. I was an adult before I experienced being in church less than like 3 or 4 hours. Like I never had that experience until I was an adult. Like 45 minutes. And I'm done?
Yeah. It doesn't feel right.
So that to say, like, I think, and I'm not saying that there's a perfect amount of time that you're supposed to be in there. I just make that to say that's how Baptist people did it in the church I grew up in. We just spent all Sunday morning in church a long time. And
then Wednesday, choir rehearsal.
Yeah,
vacation Bible study during the summers.
Like, yeah. But like the weeknight stuff, like I think we kind of lived a little bit far, like outside of just every night kind of driving distance to the church. Like we were definitely making it on Sunday. But every night, weeknights, school, and all that kind of stuff. No.
No, we had choir rehearsals on Mondays. And if I can recall, our piano player, she walked out on us on quite a few occasions.
Because you couldn't sing?
No, not for just me, but like we were kind of like a rowdy bunch.
At church?
Yeah, like... Like, imagine,
like, who were the people in your church? Were they people that all grew up in the church, or were they like the people in the neighborhood that came to this church?
A little bit of both. So the church that I grew up in was like my great aunt's church. Like she grew up in that church. My mom went to that church. And then it would be like, so this is in California. So there would be like some kids from the West Side, some kids that live in Delman Heights. You know what I'm saying? Some kids that live in the projects. He's coming to church. Like our keyboard player. What's the other thing? So it's a piano, and then it's
organ.
The organ player was like the neighborhood crackhead. That's
the only person that knew how to work the organ.
That's the only person. Like Jimmy was the only. Anything was Jimmy. Jimmy was the only person that knew how to play that organ. And sometimes Jimmy showed up. Sometimes he did. Sometimes Jimmy needed a ride. Sometimes Jimmy needed $20 to show up at church.
But he knew how to play that organ.
He knew how to play that organ.
He was the Twinkie Clark, the IE.
Sometimes we had a drum player. Sometimes we didn't.
Like, see, my church that I grew up in was generations that grew up and, like, went to that church. Like, the stories that, like, my parents, like, I hear, like, my aunts and uncles and parents talk about, like, their friends. It doesn't click until later on, like, from the church? Like, that's who you're telling me about? That's who you stole the car with? That's who you, like, from church? Like, yeah. That's where I say, like, the experience, I understand. I 100% know, because my grandmother was one of them people that shouted. There was there were certain people that you kind of knew you expected to shout throughout service. You know what I mean? It happened. But again, nobody was in a mic shouting.
Right.
And not just in the mic shouting, but in the mic shouting during prayer. It wasn't during while they're singing and it's worship, praise and worship, and the music is going and it's loud and we just hear her over the music, kind of.
She's just feeling it.
I agree, but
and she feels
it. I'm okay with all of that.
Cut her mic.
Get her off.
In the name of Jesus.
So now we know. And again, she was in the choir. So if she does this every week in the same choir, 9 times out of 10, they're standing in the same positions. Why not just turn that mic off or lower that mic or whatever the case is? There's so many other things that you could have done. other than publicly shaming this lady in front of the church
Mm-hmm.
while she's in the midst of her worship,
Mm-hmm.
and then following that up with defending that on national television. Like, there's so many other things you could have done aside from that.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I don't believe when I say do you believe in the black church? Like, I don't like church is, sometimes you have to send, I don't go to church every Sunday. I don't even remember the last time I went to church, but I am very much acquainted with the Lord. And, I don't really believe in like the institution of church, because I feel like I've seen so much go on in church, and I've seen people who should be at the top in church do the most in church. So when I see Pastor Keon like shushing that lady, it's just like, oh, he just a nigga. Like, not to put it like that, but you just a nigga with a title, and you just abusing your power at this point. And maybe you was looking for a viral moment. Who fucking knows? Because why?
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I'm not putting that jacket on him.
Because who put the video out?
Well, it clearly came from his church, because I don't think it didn't look like a
phone.
Yeah, I might be wrong. It didn't look like a phone. It looked like a steady cam. Like, no? Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, it looked
maybe
like
it was just a church member who was recording him and was recording the service, was recording the prayer.
But
you know
like,
what I mean?
why would I put this out in my church to make my pastor look this way? Like, all of it just seems like kind of calculated, if you ask me. Yeah.
He's a Martell Holt. You need to check into him.
I don't know who Martell Holt is. But some of my best moments were in church. Like, just, it's a different experience when you're a kid growing up in church. Like, I got kicked out of children's church because my old ass still wanted to go to children's church. Like, I remember the church having the juice all the time in the refrigerator in the kitchen, like the hot dogs after choir rehearsal, when we had church after church, like we would break to go eat, and the food, and just like a time that I can't get back. But baby, when I tell you I've seen some shit, like them motherfuckers that be in there shouting,
they're humans.
Be in there doing the most.
So you were the kid, like, you wanted to go to like, we were the kids that were like, no, we want to stay in the sanctuary. We want to, no,
I love children's
no, we'll just
church.
sit in here.
I love children's church.
We wanted to sit in with
I wanted
the
to sing
folk.
the songs. Father Abraham had many sons. Many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them. So are you.
Me too.
So let's just praise the Lord.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. I just didn't want to. I didn't care to be in there with the kids. Oh.
You want to be in the big church?
Yes. With the communion.
Oh.
Yes. I wanted to be close to the shouting and the mute. Because I wanted that. Like, you wanted to sing those songs. I wanted the, like, drums. I wanted the drums and the cymbals and the organ. Twinkie Clark. What was his name, Joe?
Jimmy
on the keys.
We love Jimmy. Jimmy
got soul.
Mary J. Blige has a boot line. Did you cop?
No, I didn't cop. But I don't think, maybe some of you, is that what you guys wanted from her? I don't think that's what you guys wanted from her.
I mean,
you wanted a Giuseppe?
I didn't want a Giuseppe. I wanted a shoe dazzle.
Like an Aldo?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I didn't want a Giuseppe.
You wanted a Steve Madden. Yeah. I don't think you guys wanted
We didn't want
Giuseppes.
Giuseppe. But she sold out.
They're beautiful, gorgeous, loved them.
They kind of, I want the boot Mary wear. Like, I don't want that shiny shit.
It looked like a stage boot. Like a stage.
I don't
the
want
heel
that.
was a real chunky, the heels Beyonce dances
I want the Go Mary. I want that boot she had on. Like, I don't want that.
Well, that was somebody else's boot she was wearing. That wasn't her design.
But I want something esque of that.
If she would have made exactly what you're picturing with Giuseppe, would you be interested at that point?
Maybe, depending on the price point. I'm not a boot.
What's the max? On that shoe, on that particular boot, the perfect Mary boot from Giuseppe, what was the max?
$350.
Oh. Have fun.
I'm not getting a boot.
You're not. You're
One
getting
boot.
the chunky heel.
You were here for the boots?
No, I mean they look good. I mean, I could see. I think. What do you want? Like bigger boot? You want more boot?
I want thigh high. Like that wasn't even a
That
thigh
wasn't a thigh high?
It was like below the knee. It was
Maybe
shiny.
she's just testing you guys' loyalty.
Chunky.
She's testing y'all's loyalty before she go to Fashion Nova and cut that deal. She want to make sure y'all gonna support her and for real life before she go cut that check with Fashion Nova.
It looked like the boot. You ever go to like the $5.99 shoe store?
The boot that the lady models wear at the swap meet.
Yeah,
the
like
lady mannequin.
Yeah, like that's what the boot looked like. I didn't like the boot. I feel like she could have did better.
I don't know. It didn't look like a bad boot, but I believe you. I just feel it just kind of made me sad. Like I wanted her to pull a Shaq and say, "This is for the people." She could have went to Target and made that exact boot.
I don't see Mary
You wouldn't
doing that.
That's the problem. See?
No, I said I don't see her doing that.
Now, would you have bought if she made that exact boot with Target?
Yes, I would have went out and stood in Target line and got that Mary boot.
What would the max be at Target? What if they were $350 at Target?
I would not pay $350 at Target. My max would be $125 at Target, and that's a high. That's a high $125. We mean like Shaq, like put the shoes in Walmart?
Yeah.
Do you have a pair of Shaqs?
Affordable. If he had a good looking pair, I would.
Oh, I have a pair of Shaqs.
I haven't seen a pair that tickles my fancy, but if I did.
Did you see
I
that?
bought shoes from Walmart before. Now, they weren't like a show-off shoe, but they were just a shoe that looked good.
Like a sneaker?
No, like
the Avirex?
No, like
the running shoe?
like a van-looking shoe, like a canvas.
What made you buy that?
I needed a shoe that day. I don't remember the exact. It used to happen a lot.
Was you out of town?
No, I wasn't out of town. No, I was in town, but it was in town and out of town are the same thing. If I'm not going back home to do this, I just
feel like it's
run
more.
to the store.
Never mind.
Or what? That's an out of town thing.
That's an out of town thing.
I've done it out of town, yes, but I need more than one hand to count the amount of times that I've been in the same city that I live in. But okay, I'm on my way somewhere, but I don't want to go home either for time constraints or.
Oh, you be outside.
Well, I'm of a certain age, so this is of a certain time. But again, yeah, I've done that. I'm smarter now, so no, I plan my day a lot more accordingly now. But yeah, I've been out and thought I was gonna have time to go back home and put that one hat on as opposed to, or change the shoes or just whatever I thought I was gonna do, and I just didn't have time to go home and do it. I've stopped at a store and 100% bought something to throw on really quick. I actually take that back. I did that maybe like a month ago. Yeah, because it was raining.
You went to Walmart?
I didn't go to Walmart. I went to what's the place called?
Dollar Tree.
It's like the Dollar Tree of shoe stores. Like, not, is it? Not DSW, Warehouse Shoe Sales. I went to Warehouse and I bought just like a little, you call it a tech, I call it a fleece. Little Nike fleece. Throw on. I had shorts on and this is when it was raining for like 2 or 3 weeks straight.
So you needed a sweater.
I bought the top and the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Because I had shorts on, so I was like, I need to put something on.
And you just couldn't go home.
It wasn't worth it.
See,
it wasn't worth it. I would have had to take 2 freeways to get home.
I love that for you. Like, I'm such a homebody that if
you know what for me, I live in my home.
No, but like if I was out and it started raining, and I had to go somewhere, I'm going home.
Oh, same. If it was like, well, I won't say it wasn't, but it was more of an obligation kind of thing. But yeah,
I'm going home.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No, it was a friend's birthday, so it was like,
you're such a good friend.
Yeah. You being sarcastic?
No, you are a good. That's a good ass friend. No, because I'm going home. Yeah. Love you dearly. It's rainy. That's a sign.
Well, I'm not gonna be in the rain. Like, I'm not gonna be out in the rain any more than I have to be. But I'll go to my car and get out of my car and go inside of the place. I'll do that.
Hmm.
Definitely do that. I have good tires.
Mm. Yeah, that's really dope.
No, okay.
Maybe I'm a terrible friend. Maybe that's why I don't have no friends. You're my only friend.
Only friends.
You're my only friend.
Yeah.
So what else are we talking about?
What else?
Is that it? Was that it? That was all on my list. Though I swear there was something else, but the tequila got to me, and there was something else I wanted to talk about, but it kind of left me.
R. Kelly's outfits?
In jail?
No, in real life, his weirdo outfits that.
They resurfaced?
Yeah, they're all weird. He had on like a button-up wife beater.
Do you remember when R. Kelly was fine?
No.
During the TP2 era?
I remember he was fine to old ladies.
And he had the braids and like the half braided in the bandana.
Yeah.
And he had a 6-pack.
That was my CD, but he was fine. To me, he was fine to old ladies. Like
Maybe
old ladies like
I was
him.
like 13, 12 at the time. But I was like,
he was like a, like, he was, like, he, like, yeah, like, I was in middle school when I came out. And it was like a, he was an old people artist because he was from when I was a little kid.
yeah, no,
Like, I'm not saying it like that now. I just mean, like, in my head at the time as a 13, 14, 12, 13-year-old, he was like somebody that your parents listened to. I was listening to Ludacris.
B2K. Baby, that's the reason why I love you.
I wanna lick you from your head. That's what I was listening to.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like, I didn't care. R. Kelly.
You were singing that?
I would take as much air into my lungs as I could so that I could get the whole verse
thing.
out. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I learned something new every day.
I didn't soften up music-wise until after high school. Like, that's when I started liking, like, softer music. Like, not like I was, like, I don't know. Like, it was just, like, the popular rap.
Define softer music.
Like R&B. Old school R&B. 102.3 The Wave, you know.
Remember Art LeBeau?
Yeah, he died.
No.
I think, was it him? Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was a different radio personality.
I know he was old.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know Art LeBeau died. We used to listen to Art LeBeau every Sunday.
The Quiet Storm.
We were chilling in the park. Did you know that song? Just waiting for the sun to go down. I feel like those are California type songs. Am I wrong?
What's a song that you remember from your childhood that feels like a fever dream?
You ready?
Yeah.
They call me Hot Stepper, murderers. I'm the lyrical gangster.
I hear that song all the time.
Mr. Officer. I don't hear it all the time.
I hear that song.
I don't listen to the radio.
No, like a song that you remember, but you can't confirm. You don't know the name of it. You don't know.
Oh.
Or even if it's just like a piece of
I
the
don't
song.
know the name of the song.
Just like a piece of the song.
I don't know who sings
Nothing?
that song.
Do you know? That is Return of the Mac. Still like that.
I hear that all the time. That's so funny.
No. This is my. Okay, wait. Hold on, I have to think of it. Okay, this is what it used to be, but I know better now. But I wanna chill on Sugar Hill. So lovely, sipping bubbly. Now, okay, but not that one. But
who sings that?
Red lights, strobe lights, and
What is that?
I don't know, but I know it's a song.
What is that? Red light, strobe lights?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Can
think
you
I've
ask
ever.
somebody?
You want to ask Siri?
No. But yeah, that. What else? Nothing.
Mm.
Um.
It's one.
Oh,
It's one more in that realm.
another one. See, and why I call them like fever dream songs is because nobody ever knows. The same reaction you're giving me, nobody ever knows what I'm talking about. And the song about the kidnapper, Chester.
Wait.
Mommy, mommy, please don't leave. Chester's got something up his sleeve.
I've never.
And if you leave and I can't sleep, the Chester's gonna put his hands on me. Yes, it was like a rap song. It used to come on the box. I heard all this music
What
on the
about
box.
your mama smoking crack, right?
What? No. What is that?
Your mama's all.
Absolutely not.
You don't remember that song? It was a video and everything.
No.
Your mama's on crack,
That's
right?
horrible. And it was an upbeat song, an up-tempo song. Like kids were dancing to
Yeah,
it.
it was like a whole bunch of kids in the video, like your mama's on crack, right? Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. So what's the moral of the story, Prince Ali? Amorous me.
Your mama smoking crack rock. I don't know. Live, love life.
I feel it. That's it. Period. My moral of the story is, girl, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck for them kids if you don't want to take care of them children.
Yeah.
Okay?
But if you can't, then try and find somebody who wants them. Don't mistreat them.
Definitely don't mistreat them, but
yeah.
use protection. Okay? Do that.
If you're allowed to.
You are allowed to. Fuck what the religion is saying, okay? Do it. Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning into this week's episode of Can You Hear Me Now? Let's keep the conversation going with your favorite co-host. I'm DJ Auntee Mimi.
And I'm Prince Ali.
And remember to always be good to yourself and one another. Bye-bye.